decided to start earlier tonight, guys. I gotta master technology. So I think I finally got it right. Then you can start to turn around. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. Alright guys, welcome. I'm starting a little early today because I had to get ahead of technology tonight. Okay, so thank you for joining me on day 3 of my 3-day live series, From Powerless to Powerful. I am Renea Jones-Hudson, transformational life and fitness coach. I want to thank everyone who joined me on Tuesday and Wednesday. And again, I want to thank everyone who's here with me tonight. I appreciate you because you could be doing other things right now, but you chose to join me tonight, and I am truly grateful for that. So before we go into the 5 strategies, I want to do a little recap of what we started with. So on Tuesday, I gave you a little bit of my story and the reasons I'm so passionate about helping high-achieving women in their 40s with stepping into their power. On Wednesday, we discussed some of the misconceptions they struggled with. And today, we're going to talk about the 5 strategies that can be implemented starting today to help you go from powerless to powerful. As I mentioned this briefly. Although my series is primarily geared towards or focused on high achieving women in their 40s, it's not to say that men and other women or women who may feel that they don't fit into this category cannot relate to some of the same things. So with that being said, if you feel that way, if you feel called to do so, please feel free to apply these strategies as well. So let's dive into the 5 strategies. I'm going to read the misconceptions and then follow with the tips. So the first misconception we talked about was the feeling like you're missing out, like there's so much more you should have done by this time in your life. And I want to tell you, when I first said this to one of my coaches, he really enlightened me with a statement that I really hold true today. But first, I'm going to give you the tips. So the tip that would go with that is take some time to notice the amount of pressure that you're putting on yourself. Sometimes you just need to pause, breathe, and just regroup. And here's what my coach told me when I said this very same thing to him. He said, have you considered that wherever you are is exactly where you need to be? And that for me was really profound, because it's something that I actually go by, every day now, that, I've learned that, or that I know that, because it's exactly true. Wherever you are is right where you're supposed to be. And if you find yourself in the same state and it's not changing and it's not a positive state, it's not somewhere that's pleasant, then maybe there's something that still needs addressing so that you can move on to a different place in your life. The second misconception was feeling like the things you want to do in life are not important enough. And I say that the thing I say to that is manage your expectations. Things will happen when they happen. You can only control what's in front of you. And to that I also say, let go of the illusion of trying to be perfect, because you can only control you and the person you're being at that point. The third thing that I would like to say is, or the first misconception, let me see if I get, I'm looking at my notes, okay, because I just knew I would not really remember everything right now. So I think I already said manage expectations. So the third thing is feeling like you cannot do the things you really want to do. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize the people that are important to you and the things that you need to do for yourself. Prioritize doing things that feel decadent, but honestly recharges your soul. Because what would you regret most in your life if you decided to continue? And that's just something I'm asking you to think about. What would you regret most in your life if you decided to continue in a powerless state? Right? All right, so number 4, the fourth misconception we talked about was feeling trapped behind the career, the life, and the status you work so hard to achieve. And to this I say, ask for help. Learn to seek the support that you need, and learn to let go, and learn to make time, not just take time, make time to take the time to relax, right? Okay, and the fifth misconception that we talked about was feeling like you have to live up to the expectations placed on you or the expectations that you place on yourself. And with that, I say love yourself first. Make a date with yourself and take some time to do something you want to do. Do one thing every day that makes you feel good, whatever that is. And definitely stop comparing yourself to others. Stepping into your power is setting energetic boundaries. It's setting boundaries for yourself. It's protecting your energy. It's being mindful and aware of what you take in. And that could be negative conversations. It could be negative self-talk, negative people, being in negative situations, or in toxic environments. So just understand that making this decision to change who you are, to change who you've always been and how you've always done things is actually quite easy. Where we often fall short is committing, staying committed and following through with the decision that we make to change. Taking care of your health, like I said, is more than just eating right and working out. It's about taking care of your overall well-being, clearing out the clutter in your life, and doing that to make room for you to operate at your highest and best. So here's something else that you can consider. With that being said, what would that look like for you? What would, who must you be, or who must you become to be who you need to be? And that's something to think about. And another thing is, like, if you need to separate away from negative people, negative situation, toxic environments, then consider doing that. Because the truth of the matter is, if you are not operating, or if we are not operating at our highest and best for ourselves, then we cannot truly operate at our highest and best in other areas of our lives. Stress plays a big part in most of our lives, and it puts us at risk for health problems. Too much stress, which is also called burnout, that can cause physical and emotional problems, which in turn puts us right back in a powerless state. So to go from powerless to powerful is a decision, and it requires your ongoing commitment and follow through. I will tell you, for myself, when I made the decision to go from powerless to powerful, it's a decision that I made to set boundaries, to honor myself more, and to take care of my my mental well-being and my health. And if you decide to do that, just understand that you may shed some weight. You may shed the weight of other people and of things that are no longer aligned with the direction that you're trying to go, in the direction that you're trying to go. And that's okay, because what that's doing is allowing you to create the environment that you need to feel, you know, celebrated, that you need to grow in, that you need to be inspired, that you need to feel respected, heard, loved, and definitely where you need to feel supported. I say this all the time, and you know, I feel like, because when you have the right support, it makes all the difference. It definitely makes all the difference. So I want to thank you guys again for just being here with me. I hope throughout the past 3 days I have inspired you to just step into your power. You know, it's very empowering when you can really start saying yes to yourself and no to the things that are no longer serving you, I should say. And understand that, you know, if along the way the people and things that you thought were right for you are no longer there, then they weren't supposed to be there. You know, that is not something that's allowing you to grow, and you know, to grow and be the best for yourself. So if you believe that I can support you in any way, please feel free to send me a message and we can definitely have a conversation. I would love to have a conversation with you. But before I go, I just want to say I am currently creating programs to support high achieving women over 40, and we'll be releasing them in a few months. And like I stated before, it's not I'm what's the word I want to use? I focus on high achievers because that's a place that I've been, but it's not to say that it doesn't apply to other women and men. So I would be honored. Like I said, I'll be creating some programs which I will release in a few months, and I will be honored for you to sign up for my VIP list and be one of the first to know about all my new offerings. And I promise not to spam you. You'll not get more than 2 emails from me unless I'm trying to give 2 emails a month, unless I'm trying to give you free stuff. So like I said, I'll be honored for you to sign up. I will drop the link here. So if you sign up for my VIP list by Friday, November 4th at 5 p.m., I'll be giving away a $50 Amazon gift card just for signing up. And with that, I want to say thank you again. This concludes my 3-day live series. I want to thanks for joining me. I hope I've inspired you in some way to stop hiding and to step into your power. But before I go, I want to say thanks again. I truly appreciate you guys being here, and have a great night.